on the flight back to LA, I didn't feel comfortable around them for what they had did.
You guys are driving around and then you hear these girls say, Tupac, Tupac.
Got to the light and he happened to be hanging out the window. Once he got to reaching, I got to ducking.
Which of those four is it when you talked to him about Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one. It was
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah.
Ever since the new Diddy doc, The Reckoning, dropped, the Tupac murder case in Vegas is heating up again. The police just reopened it with 2 new names added, and it all starts with Diddy. According to evidence, his name got pulled into the mix after the documentary suggested that Diddy wanted Tupac out of the way. The claim? He couldn't have what he wanted unless Tupac was gone.
Tupac was a shining example of everything that Diddy wanted to be, and he was that naturally. He was charismatic, he was sought after, desired, he was very well liked and a naturally likable person. He was charming, he actually had intrinsic talent, he was a star. He was what Diddy tried to force his way into becoming. Diddy, through force, through manipulation, through fear-mongering, tried to become loved and adored and liked, but all he could manage is like a twisted clone of that he was able to garner through fear. But back to my original point, he thought he triumphed over Tupac by when actually what he did was make Tupac immortal. And by Diddy continuing to live and earn more wealth and, in his mind, earn more adoration, he thought he triumphed. He thought he won overall.
But here's the real kicker. 50 Cent isn't holding back. Right after the documentary aired, he hinted that the story isn't over. There's more unreleased Diddy footage headed to YouTube, including wild details about Diddy starting a family with Tupac's ex. Yup, Sarah Chapman, Tupac's 1995 flame, had Diddy's daughter, Chance Combs, in 2006. This caught the attention of Vegas PD. According to their notes, the documentary revealed never-before-seen evidence that Diddy allegedly paid $1 million for Tupac's death. Sources say charges could be coming, and for 50 Cent, this is the moment he's been waiting for, exposing Diddy for all the drama he's caused over the years. As 50 put it bluntly, he can't forgive Diddy for Tupac.
When they leave me to talk, because I always say the wrong thing. I always say, last time they left me, I said something about puffing. So that yeah! I gotta stop doing that kind of shit. I've been talking to a therapist trying to help me with the shit I'm saying. I said crazy shit. Oh wait, maybe I said it about boyfriend because he got Tupac killed.
The doc also shined a light on more names and new evidence in Tupac's death. One shocking name, Suge Knight. Remember, Eminem dropped bars over 20 years ago hinting Suge's role in Tupac's death, and last year, those bars leaked. M rapped about holding Suge accountable for the deaths of rap legends, including Tupac and Biggie. Vegas police reports suggest Detective Russell suspects Knight orchestrated Tupac's death before he could leave the label, even framing a rival Blue team to mislead investigators. That makes you wonder, which Blue member were they trying to pin it on? Enter Snoop Dogg, who had a tense relationship with Tupac just days before the shooting. Snoop admitted he was supposed to be in the BMW the night Tupac got targeted.
With Tupac, though, in regards to Tupac, I heard a story, did you give him different advice that night on where to go?
I didn't give him no advice.
Right.
We wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Right.
So.
Saying during the Tyson.
Yeah, this incident that I'm explaining to you right now was the day before that.
Okay.
So when they got to Vegas, they went their way, I went back. I mean, when we got to LA, they went to Vegas and I went home. That's why I wasn't in the car with them.
Snoop says a last-minute change kept him out, apparently after he and Tupac argued.
Last time me and Tupac was on the same page, and I did an interview with Angie Martinez, and she asked me how did I feel about Puffy and Biggie, and I told her that I like their music and I want to do music with them. Bro didn't like that, Tupac didn't like that, so we had a misunderstanding. So on the flight back to LA, I didn't feel comfortable around them for what they had did as far as I didn't let my security ride with me. So to protect myself and to, prevent from happening, I slept under a blanket with the knife and the fork just in case something was to go wrong, but it didn't.
See, Snoop had started leaning toward Biggie after the East Coast-West Coast beef heated up, wanting to make music with him. But leaving Tupac just days before the hit raised his eyebrows. Did he know something was coming? Back in the 90s, he wasn't just a celeb. He was deep in the streets and connected to the Blue Team. According to the doc, over 40 Blue members knew Tupac was a target, so it wouldn't be hard for Snoop to catch wind.
Say a week before we was best of friends. 2 days before I don't think he liked me.
Why?
Because we was in New York, and it happened. New York, they shot at me and did all kind of shit to me, like just the worst you could think of. And I forgave him. And went and did an interview and was asked, how do I feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I was like, I want to do some music with him. And that just rubbed Cuz the wrong way, like tried to me, out at you, and you talking about you want to do a song with him. I wasn't thinking about his emotions. I was thinking about the way I felt at the time. I wasn't into no controversy. I liked his music. They was our friends. We was all friends at one point. There's video footage of all of us hanging out.
Even though cops are now looking at Diddy, it all traces back to November 18th, 1995. Tupac was photographed with Diddy's then-girlfriend, Sarah Chapman. Diddy called her the one, his dream girl, so when she got with Tupac, jealousy kicked in. And cops say it pushed Diddy to try taking Tupac out at a studio.
I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I could say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that made this become an issue to everybody. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bug. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work.
That first attempt failed, but he didn't stop. At a later trial, a former cop revealed that Diddy allegedly paid $1 million to get Tupac handled. Suge retaliated by targeting Biggie, while Diddy allegedly recruited Blue Street member Keefe D to hit Tupac. After 20 years, feds finally charged Keefe D, who flipped and confirmed Diddy was behind it.
All 4 of those occasions, there's San Diego, Anaheim, Irvine, and Vegas. Which ones do you actually talk to Puffy at?
Every one.
Every one of them. Which of those 4 is it when you talk to him about Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one. It was
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah,
This was followed by Diddy taking an interview, which led to this awkward moment of them asking if Diddy took out Tupac.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Things got awkward when Diddy faced an interview asking flat out if he had Tupac taken out.
Tupac's concert at the Club 662. Members, including Orlando and Keefe D, jumped in their white Cadillac and started cruising the strip looking for the offender. Before long, they finally spotted Tupac's caravan. At the intersection of East Flamingo Boulevard and Koval Lane, the white Cadillac pulled alongside the black BMW with Suge on the driver and Tupac on the passenger seats. The back window of the Cadillac rolled twice in the chest, once in the arm, once in the thigh.
Whether Keefe D was telling the truth seems solid. He had no reason to lie. If he had, he'd risk losing his deal and facing bigger charges. What's wild is how Tupac's life story clashes with all this street drama. Biographers say he wasn't about the violence and didn't even know how to handle a gun.
It was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah.
Police have the timeline. September 7th, 1996. Tupac and Suge Knight are in Vegas for a Mike Tyson fight at the MGM Grand. After the fight, they spot Orlando Anderson, a rival Blue member, in the lobby. Tupac confronts him.
He died because all these guys sold him this lifestyle idea, but he wasn't it. He couldn't fight. He had no athleticism. He didn't know how to shoot. He wasn't that guy, but he started to believe it.
He method acted it.
100% method acted it.
That confrontation gave Keefe D and his crew the perfect excuse to strike. Tupac and Suge went back to their hotel to change, then jumped in a BMW headed to a club. With the music blaring and fans screaming Tupac's name, Keefe D and his crew caught up, and that's when the hit went down.
Knight and their entourage went to the Mike Tyson, the MGM Grand. Keefe D and his nephew, Orlando Lane Anderson, and two of their friends were also there. Keefe D told LAPD Detective Greg Kading more than a decade ago, in a proffer that couldn't be used against him, the thing was retaliation, after Tupac jumped Orlando and him up at the casino. Surveillance cameras recorded the fight. Tupac was angry that Lane had stolen his necklace years prior in Compton. Tupac, Suge Knight, and the entourage left the casino quickly.
What's really wild is that once Keefe D believed he was legally untouchable in Tupac's case, he suddenly went public. He jumped into interviews and casually laid out how the whole thing went down, almost like there were no consequences left to fear.
And Bubble Up was a driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car again.
This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, Tupac, Tupac.
Got to the light. He was gonna go drink, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He was hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next? You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat.
He even tried to spin it as self-defense, claiming Tupac pulled a gun first. But that story immediately falls apart. Police confirmed there was no firearm found in the vehicle at all. That detail alone pokes a massive hole in his version of events.
You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out a...
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually...
No, once he got to reaching, I got to ducking.
So someone from your car started at Tupac and Suge.
Here's the part people don't talk about enough. Police already knew Keefe D was involved. Either the night of the shooting or shortly after, he was brought in for questioning and directly asked about Tupac's murder.
He starts. You say Suge looks over, he sees you. He looks right at you.
Yeah, he looks at me.
Okay. When he looks over at you, and then Tupac's busy getting. Evidently, the story is Tupac's trying to either get out
in
of
the back seat or something.
Yeah. What do you see happening inside of their car?
I seen him going Suge head. I thought he was.
So Orlando crossed Dre.
He leaned over on the window, we rolled down the window.
It's honestly bizarre. Keefe D was clearly a prime suspect from day one, yet he somehow walked free for decades. Years later, he even spoke publicly about his emotions regarding Tupac's death, which only raised more questions.
Yeah, I hate that happened, dog. I really do, man. It took a lot of people's lives, dude. Hate it happen. Promise to God. I feel that was wrong, man. It was just wrong, purely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wish it had never happened. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. It never happened, dude.
But things get even stranger when you dig into the files. There are gaps, big ones, that fuel the long-standing theory that Tupac might still be alive. It sounds crazy at first, but once you hear claims that Tupac was allegedly placed into the streets by the industry to calm the East Coast-West Coast war, it starts sounding less impossible. A former officer even suggested Tupac was used as a planted figure to reduce tension between both sides.
Well, it turns out when I talked to Tupac's longtime mentor, political mentor, former Black Panther Chokwe Lumumba, who was his first business manager, he's told me, I basically asked, well, was Tupac only pretending to be in order to appeal to gangs and politicize them? And he said yes. And that was part of his thug life agenda they came up with his imprisoned stepfather, Mutulu Shakur. And so Tupac was just using that in order to get the leaders to call peace truces, first in Los Angeles, then throughout California, and then throughout the country. And that was why he was pretending to be this type. And really, he was just an intellectual prodigy.
Then there's a 2010 interview with a rapper named Trey, someone who was close to Tupac. Mid-interview, the reporter randomly lowered the camera and asked Trey when he last saw Tupac. What's odd is Trey didn't react with confusion or shock. He answered normally. You'd expect some hesitation when being asked about a friend who supposedly died 14 years earlier.
Well, if you ain't ready for it, get on the sidewalk.
One last question. Pop's still alive.
Nobody knows. Y'all good?
Yeah, we good. Thanks a lot, man.
We good. Last time I saw him, he was in church.
Just 3 weeks later, a video surfaced online claiming Tupac had been spotted alive in a parking lot in Cuba.
That's Pac, man. He was the outlaw. And Reg from Holla Back. He's trying to be friendly and get autographs. Holla Back exclusive, baby. Holla Back.
That video kicked off the infamous Tupac is alive in Cuba theory, and it gained traction when people discovered Tupac's step-aunt had been living there. Even Suge Knight has repeatedly said he believes Tupac is still alive. In multiple interviews, Suge claimed that when he left the hospital, he and Tupac were laughing and joking, saying he didn't understand how Tupac could suddenly go from fine to gone.
When I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad.
So you seriously think that he might still be alive?
I would say that Pac, you never know.
Police records, however, say Tupac was in a deep coma, meaning he wouldn't have been able to talk at all. But here's what's strange. Suge told the same exact story years apart, word for word. That consistency makes some people wonder if those who put Tupac into the spotlight decided it was time to pull him out for good.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did the surgery.
What was the last thing that he said to you?
They left.
Things took a darker turn after Suge spoke publicly about Tupac being alive. He claimed he was targeted afterward, which scared him into completely stopping any talk about Tupac. But then his son, Suge Knight Jr., stepped in and made waves by saying Tupac was alive and living in Malaysia. Days later, he shared a text message that read, "You said too much, time for you to go." That's when Suge Jr. started posting photos allegedly showing Tupac with modern celebrities like 50 Cent and Beyonce. On one photo with Beyonce, he wrote, "He never left us, but they'll be after me soon." Some believe it was all a clout move, but others say if anyone knows the truth, it might be Suge Knight Jr.